Okay, we're going to attempt a Csar in the CH-47 for the first time for me, minus earlier when I crashed. For some reason, it's just the CH-47, I think because of these 8K textures. The zipper brought up a good thing. When the blades are, before they spin up, I can't turn OBS on and record this thing, probably because I have everything turned up on high, so once the blades are fully spinning, it's smooth as butter. So if anybody's encountering any kind of issues recording with OBS while starting up the Chinook on our mission, just crank it up once the engine's running, the blades are up and running, you should be good to go. So what I'm going to do real quick is not hit the wrong button. Get my door gunners set up, which should be good to go now. Alright, so go ahead and, for the sake of looking cool, throw our pilots in here. Make sure the auto trim's on. Smooth liftoff here. Livery on there. Rotate over. And we'll push on out. Now, I'm the only one on the server right now, so there's a possibility I could get smoked attempting anything. Chinook definitely is more labor intensive on the system. Really hoping they optimize this a little better, and I'm hoping that when we get Vulcan, it cleans up a lot of these issues that we're having. Guy view here. Hopefully I don't wreck out doing this. I'm using kind of this auto trim. I don't know if it's trimming out the rudder or not. I will say I do like this helicopter. I wish it ran a little smoother, but I know it'll get better with time. And also it's probably the Marianas map. It flies really smooth on other platforms, other maps. Now that being said, Zipper flies this thing a lot, and he has his settings turned down a lot lower than Candy and I, and he doesn't have any problems at all. So a lot of this is self-induced, running things on high. I just can't bring myself to lower my settings since everything else runs with no issues. So I just kind of eat it with the Chinook. flying from memory here on where the down pilots are, so probably get up here on the ridge line. If I remember correctly, one of them's down here near the south far. There we go. Door gunner's getting after it. Yes. So I don't know why my... There he goes. Love it. Getting after it. I don't know if we can see Zipper's wreckage over there. Crashed earlier. This is a smoking hole that we took out with the C-130 earlier in a video I'll post later. If I remember correctly, up here is where one of our pilots went down. We can do kind of cheating, but for the sake of time, Csar list active. Yeah, one click away, so he's right around here.
Csar pilot, I hear you. Thank God you arrived. Land or hover by the smoke.
Radar, 10 o'clock, searching. Radar, 10 o'clock, searching.
Alright, so...
10 o'clock, searching.
Ah, there he is. Come in from the north. So what I'll do is I'll circle around this way. Now I gotta be nice here. I've been giving Zipper shit for dropping this thing out of the air, but I did the exact same thing earlier. This is a bit of a challenge to keep from falling right out of the sky, so this takes a lot more finesse actually than the Cayuse and the Huey. We got to really watch our vertical speed.
You're close. Land or hover by the smoke.
High. We're I think the key is not to yank the shit out of the throttle. I mean, not throttle, the collective. Again, this is a bitch in the CH-47 because I'm looking for candy here. So I think a technique I'm gonna have to use. Again, you're gonna have to work with me here, but I think it's keeping him in the glass right here. Finding a fixed point once you find him. I've also used that trim. I'm going to come down just a hair. Alright, I think if I can get this down a little lower. Oh fuck, I think I'm on a tree. Oh, 3 more seconds. Damn it. Whoa, 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 whoa. So one thing we can do if there's an area is we can set this down and the pilot will run to me. But clearly we don't have that area.
Csar pilot, hold your hover so I can reach the hoist.
I don't know where he's at. Ass into this thing. He's right below me. I'll try to lower just a little more. I'll scoot forward just a hair. Maybe that'll do it.
Csar pilot,
there we go.
Hold your hover so I can reach the hoist. Csar pilot, hold your hover so I can reach the hoist.
It's in a real fucking precarious.
Csar pilot, hold your hover so I can reach the hoist. I'm in.
There we go.
Fellas, not sure I'm gonna make it. All shot to shit back here. Sorry for this mess. Get me to a dock ASAP.
So that's a little tougher than with the Huey and the Cayuse. Now, jump back over to the pilot. So one thing you have to remember with the Chinook is where you're sitting. I think to trigger that, the pilot actually needs to be underneath your ass or a little further back. So if you're going to try CSAR operations in the CH-47 and you're not going to land it, I would definitely say if you're going to put it into a hover, try to get the pilot kind of under your ass or a little behind you. That seemed to work. I would probably say right underneath you. So what we'll do now, before I call it, is we'll fly back to the new MASH unit, drop this guy off. Oh yeah, door gunners found somebody. Say this thing sounds pretty phenomenal when you're flying the Cayuse and you're down low or the Huey. You hear the big girl coming in. Something else I did on this was I reduced the fuel to make her a little lighter. I'm not saying that helped tremendously, but trying to stay low enough to where we don't catch any flag from the lake on the way out. think we've proven today that the use of heavy equipment and into the jungle works relatively well. I'm digging the Chinook for sure. Digging the C-130 definitely. We'll look at incorporating maybe some cargo operations or troop deployments or something like that. We've got a list of things we're looking at. A lot of it will depend on scripting capabilities and if we can implement it effectively where it's fun and works real well with what we got going on. Obviously performance is key, so can do, since I know the map well enough to know we are out of harm's way. We can tell them to cool it. It's a good thing because our left door gunner was almost out of ammo. Now, we will not be out of harm's way in the future. We absolutely intend on turning this central area into a hot zone as well to spice up how many groups we have on the map and not make it such a boring flight from Antonio down to the south end. So more to come on what we're going to drop in here. But yeah, for the time being, I think minus some of the stuff we can't change, like the textures of the map where we've eliminated buildings, I think we've pulled off a pretty good Vietnam vibe here with the jungle. Really digging it. Hadn't gotten old yet. So it looks like we got the runway, I believe, off our nose. Yes. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing again. It's right there, I believe. So where we're gonna drop this guy off at the new MASH, which is off my nose here, start slowing down. In order to set down on the pad effectively, you're definitely going to have to put your ass off the pad, so your nose is going to sit off the pad, and it makes for a challenging landing, but it definitely is rewarding once you get it down, be able to set this big thing down. Making micro adjustments with the trim and with a collective. Not perfect at this by any means, but hopefully we don't drop it here at the last minute. So what I'm referencing right now is passing the roadway here. Pulling back. Alright, we're past. This is where it gets fun. This is where it makes it difficult. Because like right now we want to set it down all the way. Nope. I want to get my ass over the edge of this thing. Because it feels really uncomfortable.
Got a bleeder here. Take good care of him from here, sir. Nice job.
Alright, so you see my ass is out over this now. There you go. how you know you can fit her on the pad. Now, I could have gone out a little further too, but it's trying to know where your center of gravity is when you're setting this thing down. So yeah, hope that helped everybody. Like I said, in flying a VR, when you're looking over your right shoulder like this to make sure you're past the pad, it's easy to drift left and right and kind of all over the place and yank the collective. But yep, new mash. Yeah, everything worked great. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope y'all are digging the Chinook and Into the Jungle, and more to come.